Okay, good evening, everyone. My name's Isa Dinerman. I'm here in Prescott, Arizona, and I'm so excited to be presenting tonight with Dr. Jess Bueller. We're going to focus tonight on the Healthy Glow Stack, and which is our activated collagen and our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. I've been a holistic esthetician for almost 23 years, and since I started working on skin, I've been focused on the inside out approach to skincare and how our cells, the health of our cells and the function of our cells is a direct reflection of the external visible signs of aging and how we age. So I'm so excited when I learned about Protandim NRF2 about 10 years ago and have integrated that into not only my practice but my lifestyle and have been passionate about sharing it ever since. So, this fun photo, before I introduce Dr. Jess, was taken at our executive retreat, which was just about a month ago. And we have so much fun in Life Vantage. This is one of the things that I love the most. One of the aspects that I love the most about this is the people that we get to do life with. And you can see here that we just have a lot of fun together. We've traveled together and done so much. So, I'd like to introduce Jess, and I'm going to read her bio so I don't miss too much here. So Dr. Jess Bueller is married to Matt. They have 5 children. She owns her own chiropractic business in rural central South Dakota. She has her doctorate in chiropractic with additional certifications in acupuncture and NAET, which is an allergy elimination technique. She partnered with LifeVantage in 2017 and currently serves on the scientific advisory board. She is intentionally curious and is always looking for ways to improve health naturally. She's passionate about this technology and empowering others to take control of their health and their life with the LifeVantage opportunity. So, thank you so much, Dr. Jess. Take it away.
Woo! Okay, we are so glad you're here. And just a tiny bit about the Glow Project. It's sort of a twist on names, right? Because we call these two products together our Glow Stack. And the Glow Project is actually you. And what we've found, or what I've found, and what we've seen is that most people have a commitment to themselves that's somewhere in that 70 to 80% range. Like Americans like to think they do things like 80-20, but we really are a little bit lower than that. And so the idea was like, what if you could just, for 90 days, just take that percentage up just a little bit and commit to yourself on just some basic things that you're doing to really just glow, to be happier and healthier and hotter, right? And one of the things that we use to do that is the glow stack. And I never miss a day. I take it every single day. And so our glow project is actually a community, a group. You can be invited into the group and you can share whatever it is that you want to use to glow up for over 90 days. And then you can also see what other people are doing. Maybe you'll learn something you want to add to your regimen, or maybe you'll just be a little more committed because you'll see that you're in a group of other people who are committed to taking it just a little bit farther as well. And I like to also remind you when it comes to commitment, just think about this, right? Would you be okay if your spouse was 80% committed to you, or 90% committed, or even 99% committed? Like most people would be like, no, I would absolutely not like that kind of commitment. And it's a little bit like that with our health. Like, what if you could just extend that commitment to yourself and just really give yourself that next level of edge? And I think the Healthy Glow is one of those incredible tools. It was the flagship product that had me say yes to this company and the concept of activation. So we are the activation company. LifeVantage is the activation company. And you can go to the next one.
Dr. Dr. Jess, can you change the slides on your end?
Let's see. I can. Yay.
Great.
Okay. So LifeVantage is the activation company. And activation, before this company, the only thing I'd ever heard to activate was your bank card. And once you come here, you're going to realize that activation is super powerful, but we are the only activation company. There are thousands of supplement companies. And what we do is we take it to make it. We take something so the body will make something. We empower our bodies to make the antioxidants, proteins, peptides, enzymes, and things you need for better health. We take God's pharmacy to turn on God's pharmacy inside our cells. And why activation is disrupting wellness is, again, because there are tons of supplement companies. They're adding ingredients, they're giving you a little temporary boost, and they're limited by dosage. So it's a little bit like having a glass that is empty and you're pouring something in. Where with activation, it's like having a self-filling cup. We're literally turning on those pathways inside our cells, turning on the genes, optimizing cells. And the power of activation, this, you guys, this is what caught my attention. We have over 115 human clinical and cell studies. More than 5,000 genes are impacted. More than 15 patents have been issued and or are pending on products that we've produced. And we get back to the root of the issues because we know that if we create healthy cells, they'll create healthy tissues, which will lead to healthy organs and healthy systems and then healthy humans. We don't have to worry about making claims about symptoms, conditions, or diseases because we're going back to the cells and cleaning up the health of the cells. And that's where activation is so powerful. And it all starts with yellow. We call this the yellow pill, Protandim NRF2. And we started in 2003 with one peer-reviewed published study that showed we could lower oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days, a claim that had not been made up until then and has yet to be proven anything better than that in peer-reviewed published studies. And so in 2005, ABC did a primetime investigation on us. If you have yet to see that ABC primetime investigation, ask whoever invited you here to get you that link. You have to watch it. Everything that they have predicted in that video, although it's old, has now been proven. It's incredible. See what sticks out to you. So what happened is we had this medical breakthrough product that was on the shelves of places like GNC and Walgreens and selling nearly only half a bottle per store. By 2009, the company was like, what in the world is happening? And so they hired a marketing guru who suggested they put this in mouth to mouth, person to person, direct sales, network marketing. And the founder, who was also a Nobel Prize winner, said absolutely not, because that has a bad reputation. So they did a 6-week trial, and direct sales won by over 600%. And we've been in direct sales ever since then. You will not hear about this product any other way than someone brave enough to have the courage enough to open their mouth and ask you to take a look. And I am so grateful someone did that for me 9 years ago. So after that ABC primetime report came out, major institutions and universities started doing their own self-funded research on our product. The third-party research and validation on this product is incredible. So you don't have to take it from me. You can look at it for yourself. You can go to PubMed where doctors do their research and check it out. But when you take one tablet of Protandim NRF2, your body starts making antioxidants again. This is taking God's pharmacy to turn on God's pharmacy inside the cells. 5 plant ingredients put in the exact recipe to get an exponential result. You can take antioxidants and get a ratio of 1-to-1, or you can take one Protandim and start making 1 million antioxidants every single second in a bell-shaped curve like God designed us. It is incredible. Those 5 botanicals, 23 times more effective than taking the components separately. Would you choose on this graph if you could have the orange bar or any of the other bars, right? I was taking some of those components. I'm sure you were too, but you cannot just go be your own mad scientist. It's already been proven in the blend to get you the result that you are looking for. So Protandim, NRF2 lowers oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days. It increases your glutathione by 300%. It increases superoxide dismutase by 30% and catalase by 54%. These are all your antioxidant enzymes. Think of them like Pac-Man. They're just going in and eating up all the bad guys, the free radicals, right? You want more of those. Third-party research, the third-party research is crazy. I'm just going to highlight a few of these because we want to get through all of our information tonight, but you can literally access every single one of these. I did, and it will fill a banker's box for you with studies on validation. One of our studies showed a p-value of 0.0001, meaning if 10,000 people took it, 9,999 would get the anticipated result. And that gives me confidence to share this with people, especially when we know that everyone has oxidative stress. Everyone. And as you're over 20, every decade you go up, the oxidative stress load gets higher. And if you have any symptoms, conditions, or diseases, your oxidative stress is even higher. In the journal Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association, at the time of its publication, we were the only natural product ever featured in that journal. Even fish oil hadn't made the cut, you guys. We have studies by Louisiana State University, Harvard, the National Institute of Aging did a 10-year study on our product and drugs and showed we were the only natural product proven to extend lifespan. Are you kidding me? And this is the first time you might be hearing about this, right? So NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine, a master regulator of detoxification, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and other cytoprotective mechanisms. It protects your cells. This one in the MS journal, this was one of my favorites. I'm a chiropractor. I care about your nervous system. And they studied their toxic drug in comparison to Protandim. And they found that NRF2 activators are able to protect the oligodendrocyte, the basic cell of the nervous system, from reactive oxygen-induced cytotoxicity. That means damage from free radicals. And they found that, interestingly, Protandim, a supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, is the most potent inducer and therefore may be the most therapeutic strategy. Have you ever heard of a drug company recommending a supplement over their drug? And this drug is still on the market. I had a patient who was taking it. It was $54,000 for a 3-month supply. A 3-month supply of this is going to be less than $180 for you. That is apples to apples, people. Oregon State University says when it finds a problem, NRF2 essentially goes back to the nucleus and rings the alarm bell, where it can turn on the genes responsible for cellular repair, detoxification of carcinogens, and protein and lipid metabolism, antioxidant protection, and others. The scientists called it a longevity assurance factor. So you don't have to take my word, but maybe Oregon State University's word's a little more powerful. Or perhaps one of our 7 US patents will make a difference for you. This is our most recent US patent on Protandim NRF2. And note it says for activating cellular signaling pathways. Wow. If you hear nothing else today besides Protandim NRF2 is a blessing for me, and it's a blessing for everyone's body I've been able to get it into over the past 9 years, hear that. Go look at it for yourself. Take a look, dive in, or just get it in your body and see what happens when you are activated. But LifeVantage didn't stop there. And this is what I lovingly call this is our healthy glow stack. And I lovingly call this duo the chiropractors BFF. So the synergistic benefits of these two blends. We have our liquid collagen activator, not just a liquid collagen. This is a collagen activator, and our Protandim NRF2. So when you take one little yellow pill and you drink one liquid shot of goodness, the benefits multiply, meaning you don't get the same benefits if you just take this, and you don't get the same benefits if you take just this. You take them together, and wow, another synergy happens. It turns down the stress response by multiple pathways, but 33% less stress. There are 10 collagen peptides in this blend. And when you take the two together, it activates 5 collagen peptides, 2 of which are not even in this. Now, isn't that cool? It cuts your stress perpetuation cycle by a third and doubles your collagen density in just 8 weeks. I can tell a difference in the patients who take this and the ones that don't. Where do we carry our stress? In our bodies, in our shoulders, that tension in your body, that ability to move up and down the stairs with ease, to recover faster from injuries, to do those weekend warrior things and bounce right back, right? That these are huge things. But the most often testimonies I got in the first months of people taking this were changes in the bedroom for themselves or their spouse. And that is incredible. Not getting up in the night to go pee. Now, that's a blessing. Deeper sleep comes with that. When you have deeper sleep, a lot of things change in your life. So it's more than just hair, skin, and nails. That's what people think of when they hear collagen. This is so much more. What do Kairos care about? How about your bones, your tendons, your discs, your joint cartilage, your skin, of course, your fascia, your nerves, your cartilage, where the joint, your articular cartilage, where those joints are meeting, the muscles, the blood vessels, the organs, everything. Collagen is like the glue holding you together. And this is exactly where I want you to hear some more about this from beautiful Isa. Obviously, her focus is on what we're getting to see on the exterior, but taking that from the inside approach out. It's not just the exterior. What is going on the inside that is creating that exterior, and having both of those as the primary focus of what she sees every single day. And so this validation on just the collagen, I love for Isa to share with you.
Sure. Just, to see that just the collagen by itself in an 8-week study increased collagen density by 42%. There isn't a collagen on the market that does that. So that was remarkable. And increases collagen secretion by 100% and activates 5 different types of collagen. And again, like you said beautifully, Dr. Jess, not just type 1, 2, and 3, which are the standard collagens that are supplementing for hair, skin, and nails. So also increasing catalase expression by 202%. Again, this was just on the collagen by itself, and wait till you see what it does in combination with the Protandim NRF2. So one thing that I find fascinating about collagen is that it isn't just one protein. There are at least 28 different types of collagen in the body. And they all have a different function or a job. Type 1 is helps with our strength and our bones. Type 2 is cushioning our joints. 3 supports blood vessels and organs. So you can see here that this is supporting total body health, total wellness. And what's exciting here is that we're not just simply providing collagen peptides, the body's actually increasing the activity of multiple collagen genes. Dr. Jess was speaking to that. In other words, we're encouraging the cells to participate with one another. And as an esthetician, this changes the conversation. Healthy skin isn't just about replacing what's lost, it's about helping the fibroblasts remember how to function. So collagen is the most metabolically expensive protein our body makes. And if our cells aren't functioning well, they simply won't manufacture it efficiently. So supporting that cellular health first makes sense. So skin barrier, let's talk about the barrier here. As skin professionals, we often focus on wrinkles, but one of the biggest signs of aging is actually a weakened skin barrier. I know there's some skincare professionals on here. So when the barrier is healthy, the skin naturally is calmer. We're more hydrated, we're more radiant, and we often appear more radiant even before that collagen remolding starts. So when people report improvements in sensitive skin, which we do see quite a bit with this, it's not just simply hydration, it's actually improving the integrity of the barrier itself. You've seen that too, right, Dr. Jess? We were talking about that.
Absolutely.
So a good analogy here is if collagen is the framework of a house and the barrier, the skin barrier is the roof. So you can have beautiful beams, a beautiful home, but if the roof leaks, the whole structure suffers. So, next slide, please. Building collagen is only half of the equation, and protecting it is equally as important. So, our study shows that we actually address that MMP9 gene, which is responsible for the degradation of collagen. So, not only are we increasing it dramatically, but we're also helping with that degradation. If we constantly Oh, yeah, that's okay, Jess. So just, seeing reductions in MMP9 activity suggests that we're not only supporting construction, but we're slowing the unnecessary destruction. So you're not playing this seesaw effect. So this speaks to our patent. Jess, I'm going to turn it back to you to speak to this patent. You
Oh,
expressed this beautifully.
yes, I love this patent. So I'm so glad you said that. So this is what we just recently got this. You can see this, you guys released March 31st, 2026 on activating cellular signaling genes in innate inflammatory pathways. Ah! Like chiropractors, we talk about innate and have talked about innate for years and years and years. And we have a study showing we can influence it with activation as well. And inflammatory pathways. Okay. Hello, everyone. Everyone. This is a huge thing for you. This is the stuff, this is the goods. And we have the studies and the patents to prove it. We just have to get it in your body.
Oh, I'd love to talk about this. This is one of my customers, and this is a dramatic result here, and this was 150 days. And I have to say that this beautiful woman, she lives in California. She was like, not seeing the changes. And oftentimes we want to see a dramatic change in a week or 2 weeks, and it takes time. And so you see that this was a 150-day result, and you can notice quite a difference in below her chin, around her eyes, and whatnot overall just cellular health. And one thing that I found particularly interesting here is she's a singer. And she had been really struggling with her voice quite a bit since she had been sick. And she said after several weeks on this, she said, "Isa, I feel like my voice feels stronger. My vocal cords. Could this be impacting that?" And absolutely. So that was an exciting before and after. And these are we have so many before and afters to share, but these are just a few. These are people who were activated on the Healthy Glow stack. So we're talking the combination of collagen and protandem. I love looking at the legs. Dr. Jess, did you want to speak to this?
Oh, I just love reminding people to take pictures of everything.
Yes.
Because when we think of hair, skin, and nails, that's what we think of when we think of collagen. But we forget like our thighs, our butts, our bellies, our arms, our scars. My C section scar completely changed. And my C section was 4 years before, four and also 10 years before the
Mhm.
collagen came out because I have two. But look at the changes in these thighs. These are my friend Maria's thighs, my friend Nancy's thighs. These are people we actually know. So I always tell people if you have anything on your skin, take a picture of it. I had tons of patients who had skin things fall off. I'm just going to call them things because I am avoiding making any claims, but just if you have any things on your skin, take a picture of them and see what they look like after a while because that's cool, right? You just get to see, and then our friends Dr. Kat and Holly, just dramatic changes.
Yes, what excites me most, Dr. Jess, too, before you speak to that, is that these photos show a complete story. There's so much happening. We've got, as we said, increased collagen production, slowing down the degradation, improved barrier. So much happening there.
Oh, and this one I especially like. Again, what do chiropractors care about? I mean, you guys, this is incredible. And these x-rays are farther apart than his time on the Healthy Glow. But that just happened to be the most recent. The last time he had taken an x-ray, he had about 6 months on the Healthy Glow stack at the time of his re-x-ray. But this is a fellow chiropractor, had terrible injuries to his spine as an 18-year-old, which led him to chiropractic. And he was used to getting adjusted 4 or 5 times a week. And he started added that collagen to his NRF2 stack, and just started to notice he didn't feel like he needed an adjustment as often. He went a whole month without getting an adjustment, and he lost about 50 pounds over the course of the 6 months, and really wasn't doing anything else different, doing his normal life. And it just changed when he was activated and had that Healthy Glow stack on board. And that's not to say that's going to be what's going to happen to you, but that's what happened for him. And he got some disc height back. So after he wasn't found out, he was like, wow, it has been a month since I got adjusted. We should see what's going on with my spine. And then they re-x-rayed and noticed his disc heights had improved. So, I mean, 50 pounds of weight loss, that'll do something for you. But doing nothing else different but adding in your glow stack, that's pretty incredible. And this guy's in his 60s. So, the body is incredible. It's an incredible healing being. And when you give it the right tools, the tools it needs, miracles happen all the time. We just have to look for them. And so we can activate cells, systems, the brain, the gut, tissues, mitochondria, the immune system, your skin, your hair, even your pets. And this slide kind of just gives you a brief overview that we do have other products available that might be solutions to other things that you have going on. And I like to relate it a little bit like you start with what works for you, with where you want to get in. But when you look at what we have, it's a little bit like shopping on Amazon, where when you purchase something and then they say, oh, well, since you bought that, you might also like this. And then you actually do. Okay, maybe that's just me. But that's a little bit like what happens at our store. You start to find out that there are other products that we have that are solutions to things that you have going on. And maybe you'll be able to buy more of your things that help fill your needs all in one place. And then just remembering that every body is different. And like I said, it's our miracle body, that it's the miracle body you have. We're just giving it the tools it needs. And just remembering that you are as unique as a fingerprint, but be on the lookout for those positive results. Be on the lookout for those outcomes that are happening, those tiny, subtle shifts or those massive shifts in your body. And then just remember that we anticipate at least a month of usage per decade of age. So if you're 30, that's 3 months. If you're 3 months, if you're 60, that's 6 months. We're not expecting, there's no magic bullet, right? Americans look for that. We look for this magic bullet. Like we can take this one thing and we can eat McDonald's and lay on the couch and we're going to feel fabulous. That's not going to happen. It doesn't exist. Stop looking for it. Just know that you are the miracle. You are the blessing. And if we can give you the tools that your body needs, you're going to have this optimal life that's happening for you right in front of you.
Yes, Dr. Jess, and LifeVantage is the perfect vehicle. So we're leading the way in activation. We're the only company that has this activation concept. We're a small company right now. We only have 60,000 consultants in the US, and the growth potential is just phenomenal. We're debt free, and we provide a turnkey business. As a former skincare spa owner, I had multiple locations, and I had a lot of inventory, a lot, and yet I never had exactly what everyone wanted. And so I constantly found myself chasing that. But this is a beautiful opportunity to do this in an environment of social selling with no inventory or assets and create that leveraged income.
And culture and community and fun and travel. So I like to ask people, like, what do you want more of? Like, what are you looking for more of in your life? Is it better health? Is it finances? Is it time to do what you want with who you want? Is it purpose? Is it passion? Is it something, a legacy, a business that you can literally pass down as an asset to your next generation? Is it the community, the culture, the travel, the impact, the ability to make a bigger impact than I could one on one in my office? Is it fun? You guys, this is fun. This is my first incentive trip. This is my little, she was 6 at the time, my little Renly in the Bahamas. She and I were the only two that went on that trip. We've been to Cabo, we've been to Croatia, we've been to South Africa, Thailand, an Alaskan cruise with our whole family. We've been able to take our kids on a surprise trip to New York City. Like, whatever it is that you dream, like, what is your more? What I've learned is a lot of times adults stop dreaming. They stop thinking about like what is out there that I just really desire. And then what do you want less of? Stress is usually the first thing that people bring up. 75% of people are stressed, and 75 to 90% of those people are stressed about finances. You guys, what keeps you up at night? And what do you desire your kids to say about you, or the people that love about you? What do you desire for them to say about you when you pass away? Who's going to be in that room? What are they going to be saying? And like, maybe this is a vehicle for you to get that, to get what it is that you're looking for more of or less of. But what we need are more voices. We need more voices. It's, you don't have to have a banker's box full of the studies. You don't have to be able to share all this science. You have to have enough courage to ask somebody to take a look at something and then let that tool do the talking. That's literally what it takes. And what we're looking for are people that are willing to do that, who are coachable, who are ready for something more in their life and can really see that this could be that vehicle for them. This is our income disclosure statement, just to be completely fair and honest and open. We're a publicly traded company. You can find us on the NASDAQ. So this is real. This is what it looks like to be in this company. At our foundational rank, $257 is the income that is typically earned. What would $257 do for you and your family? Or managing consultant, this is the beginning of our leadership rank. When you hit that rank, you can qualify for what we call our growth summit, where they literally pour into you and your leadership skills. But that's around $1,400 a month. What would that look like for you? Or at the executive ranks of our company, this is around $11,000 per month. What would that do for you? What would you do with $11,000 extra every month? So the answer to those questions is up to you. Like, that is totally and 100% up to you. And maybe income is not what you're looking for, but there's so many other things that are here, and this could be that tool for you. When you look at this from a business standpoint, what we're looking to do is you would purchase a bundle of products for yourself to use. This is our business pack, you guys. This is so much more than products, but you're buying the products and you have a website ready to go. You have corporate to back you. You're going to have mentorship from whoever invited you and a whole team that surrounds them. You're going to get tickets to your first event, because events are where leadership is developed, and you get to be a product of the product. When you get the products in your body, you have a story to tell. You know what's happened inside of you. And again, you have that confidence that if 10,000 people take it, 9,999 are going to get the anticipated results. You're going to have results. Things are going to start to change inside of you. You just have to be aware of them. So this is our business pack. We have other pack options as well, but this is the one where you get everything. So it starts with yellow. That's where your yes starts. It starts with yellow, and then it keeps going to wherever it is that you choose to take it. And we are just so grateful you got on to listen to this. And I want you to get back to whoever invited you here to listen to Isa and I. We are really grateful. And just tell them where you are, where you see yourself fitting in. One, you see yourself being a customer. You want to try that healthy glow stack and see what your glow up looks like. Two, you're interested in the business. and also the glow, obviously. And then, or three, this isn't for you, but you want to, somebody that we might be able to help. And then if you are interested in our glow project, get back to whoever invited you and have them invite you into our community because we would love to have you. So have a great night. And then I think you have to stop the recording.